This is another example of a double replacement reaction. This one looks more complicated, but once you have the basic concept, they are all the same. In a double replacement reaction, you will always spot two compounds as reactants. In this case, I have aluminum sulfate reacting with calcium phosphate. Something to keep in mind is that I have highlighted the anions in maroon and the cations are in black font. I also left out some subscripts, keeping them in black. However, this 4 and this 4, I decided to color maroon. Hopefully at this point you understand that the reason I colored the 4s in maroon is because they are a part of the phosphate and a part of the sulfate. This 4 in the sulfate has nothing to do with the fact that it is paired with aluminum. No matter what sulfate it's paired with, it will always have the 4. Similarly, this phosphate will always have the 4, regardless of whether it's with calcium or a different cation. However, the 2 and the 3s I left in black because they are dependent on what that anion is paired with. Aluminum had a +3 charge, and that's why I have a 3 here. If sulfate were with something different, it may or may not have a 3 there. With that said, let's see what happens. The cations, as you can see, just move straight over. At this point, you have to think about what are the anions going to do. This equation is a little too large, so I'm having to go on 2 lines here. You might have to do that sometimes as well. Alright, so as you can see, I left the cations in the same spot, and I switched the anions. That's a sign of a double replacement reaction. 2 compounds form 2 new compounds. However, we're not done because we need to make sure that aluminum and phosphate can exist in a 1-to-1 ratio. Aluminum is +3, phosphate is -1. So that can exist in a 1-to-1 ratio. It's okay as written. Calcium is +2. Sulfate is -2. So that can exist in a 1-to-1 ratio as we currently have it written. So in this case, I do not need to drag any subscripts up. These subscripts were here just in case I needed them. I do not need them.